Hi everyone, Julie here with Paisleys and Polka Dots, and in this video I'm going to show you how to put together one of our pedestal cross-stitch frames. Before I get started assembling, I wanted to go over the paints that I use to paint this. So you can either use acrylic paints that you buy at your local hobby or craft store. Any brand will work, and this option gives you more color options. And if you choose to use acrylic paints, I found it easiest to paint all the individual pieces first and then assemble the frame once everything's been painted. The other option is to buy spray paint from your local hardware store, and in that case it is easiest to assemble the entire frame and then spray paint it once it's all assembled. And spray painting is probably the quickest and easiest, but again you have more color options doing it this way. So, but the choice is yours. Either way works great. As far as the wood glue that I use, I like to use this Paisleys tacky glue. It's thicker and it sets up well, so it kind of holds the pieces in place nicely while they're gluing or while they're drying. But any kind of wood glue will work, Crafter's Pick Ultimate, whatever you like to use. By all means use that, but my preferred glue is the Paisleys tacky glue. Okay, so let's get started on putting this frame together, and I like to do it in steps. That way all the pieces are kind of drying in between. So the first step is to put some glue on the bottom of your candlestick here and then stick it to this round circular base and then set that aside to dry. Okay, and then as far as these pieces go, this is your finial for the top. This is your scallop frame. You're going to set that aside because this piece is going to go actually on last. These are your 3 frame pieces. This is our vertical frame, so it's up and down. So you got the notch at the top and the notch at the bottom that are going to fit into these 2 pieces here. Okay, and these are made to fit really tight, so they don't like to go into the slots when you're holding them directly, you know, like to put in this whole slot all at one time. Sometimes they don't like to go in because they are pretty tight. So I recommend sticking a corner in first and setting it flat. It doesn't go in real well when you're trying to push it like sideways this way. If you do it, set it on the table, put your corner in, and then push down, and it goes in. And like I said, it does fit really tight. If you still have a problem and you can't get these in, sometimes a nail file will help, and you can sand in the little slot a little bit, or if you get any paint in there, like when you're painting, you definitely don't want to get any paint up on this edge here or this bottom edge right here, because then it's going to make it thicker and it's not going to want to go into that slot as easy. But if you do, just take a nail file and sand it away, and that will help. Okay, so again, just put your corner in and push it down into place. Okay, and then this is your top one. And another thing to note is you notice that the one side is thicker than the other. That's so that when you stick the frame on at the very end, that it is going to end up in the center of your wood piece, and it's not setting too far back or forward. So that's why this is offset. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure that you have the smallest part toward the back. The thicker part is toward the front to allow for the thickness of the frame. Okay, so again, set this on the table, put it in sideways, just like this. Okay, and then snap it into place. Okay, and I'll try to show you this from sideways too. This one I've taken in and out quite a few times, so it's probably a little easier to get it in and out of the slot. It tends to loosen up after you put it in a few times. So put in the side and then just snap it into place. And when I'm doing this, I like to put glue in each of these little corners before I snap it into place, and that just that little bit of glue will hold it all together. Okay, so now that you have the top and the bottom done, and as you can see from the side, see how it's offset? This is the back, this is the front. But once you put your frame on, you're going to glue your frame on, and once you glue that frame on, then it is now in the center. It's centered from front to back. Okay, so you're going to put your frame on, glue your frame on, and let that dry. And then this piece here goes on the top to cover up this slot that you see. Okay, so you're going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom of that, glue that to the top here so it layers on, and then from there you're going to attach this little, put some glue on the little edge of the finial there, and then the finial will fit right on top like that. Okay, and then once your base is all dry, add some glue around the top of the base here, and then set your frame directly on the top of the base and allow it to dry. Make sure you get it in the middle. A little trick I found was you can look at these scallops and you can know where the center is and just kind of place it there and kind of give you a guide for it. And then also you're going to want to make sure that you look from side to side too to see if you have it from front to back. It's not too difficult to do, but just some little tips there. Okay, so that's all to putting it together. If you have any questions, you can email me at info@paisleysandpolkadots.com. I'm happy to help you out, answer any questions you might have. Feel free to like this video or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.